King Copeland the 2, Curry's Flurry. Number 5, Why Not Now, will be driven by Jep Nysonger. Jep Nysonger the 5, Why Not Now, in the 10th. Windows are open. Win, place, show, Quinell Exacta, trifecta, and an early double on the first race. John, we don't have a squad yet. I don't know if you noticed. Kenny, would you do me a favor so I don't have to take all this off? That blue Gatorade right behind you. Would you grab that, please? We're open for wagering on tonight's first of the 10 race card. In the first race, number 1, Solid Rock, Jeff Nicesonger will drive. Jeff Nicesonger will drive number 1, Solid Rock. Scratch the 3, The Town Mailman. Scratch number 3, The Town Mailman. Second race, number 1, Rockin' Airway will be driven by Luke Hanners. Luke Hanners, the 1, Rockin' Airway. 3 L Woods, Jeff Nicesonger. Jeff Nicesonger, the 3 L Woods. Third race, number 1, Tombstone. Make the driver Cam McCowan. Cam McCowan, the 1. Number 3, Pyre Serenade. King Kaufman. King Kaufman, the 3. 7, Nothing But a Prince. Make the driver Luke Hanners. Luke Hanners, the 7. The fourth race, number 3, Legends Rule. Change the driver to Peter Wren. Peter Wren, the 3, Legends Rule. Fifth is clear. Sixth race, number 2, Rock the Dragon. Lori Davis. Lori Davis to drive the 2, Rock the Dragon. Seventh race, Helpin' Beauty, Mike Detweiler. Mike Detweiler, the 1, Helpin' Beauty in the 7th. Number 5, Can I Pilot All? The driver, Peter Wren. Peter Wren, the 5, Can I Pilot All? In the 7th. Eighth race, now this is a change upon a change we gave minutes ago. Number 1, Believin' Tom will be driven by Austin Henners. Austin Henners, the 1. 2, Sugar Apple, Luke Hanners. Luke Hanners, the 2, Sugar Apple. 10th race, the 2, Curious Flurry. Make the driver King Kaufman. King Kaufman, the 2, Curious Flurry. 5, Why Not Now? Jeff Nicesonger. Jeff Nicesonger will drive the 5, Why Not Now? Win Place Show, Quinella, Exacta. Trifecta and an early double on the first. In the barn area, first race, Solid Rock, Little Miss Sure Shot. Here's Corinthian. Fire the Dams. It's not your turn. Need 5 of you. 3 scratch. Bring them to the track. At this time, we want you behind the gate at 7. Not coming to the track at 7.
Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to day 3 at the great Darke County Fair here in Greenville, Ohio. Roger Houston, Matt Clark, and myself, Susan Schroeder, are going to bring you 10 races tonight. We've got 61 horses and 38 trainers, and we've got going to end it up the night with a big race, the Robinson Memorial, for $30,000.
Doug and I have switched places tonight. Usually I do the first 5, and then he finishes up, but Doug's going to call the first 5, and I'm going to finish up, all because of the Annie Oakley Shootout, which is race 6.
Yes.
And I kind of insist on calling that race each year.
And that's going to be a good race. We've got some of the first ladies in there. I think they're first, second, and third in the standings that are in there. So it's going to be a good one.
By the way, if you were watching last night's races from Lima, I mentioned on the air that I didn't have the top 25 this year to report on. Now, Ashley asked me who was the leader in the series, and of course I was wrong. I made a guess and wrong. But before I got out of the grandstand race, Emily Hay had texted me the top 25, so I posted them on my page today, and it's Leslie Joyce.
Leslie Joyce is the leader. I think that has happened with us when we're sitting here at night and say we're wondering about the top 10 drivers and trainers, and then you pop up with it right away.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have you keeping track of that stuff.
Gives you something to do in your spare time.
Yeah, like you have spare time. I could see if you had a driver, that drove you around, then, but I don't know how you do it with all the driving that you do besides.
This trip already is in excess of 600 miles.
Oh, gosh.
And next week I go down to Woodstock, Virginia, Shenandoah for, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Drive home to be at Canfield Saturday morning.
And Canfield's all the way up.
Yeah.
So that's a long ways.
I stop at my own house in Cannonsburg, get about 4 hours sleep, and then get up the next morning. Because at Canfield, because of the large crowds that they get, especially on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, they close the fairgrounds to vehicle traffic. And if you have to park outside the fairgrounds proper in the parking lots, that's a long walk. Yeah. So I try to get right in there definitely before 10 o'clock each morning. In fact, this one year, Gretchen Linscott, the photo finish, has it. She showed up at 10:30, and they wouldn't let her on the fairgrounds.
Oh, gosh.
And she had all the equipment in the car. Had to get the fair manager to get permission to get on the fairgrounds.
Oh, my gosh. The first year I went there, I was way out in some parking lot someplace. I mean, it was so far, and I thought to myself, I am never going to find my car again.
Well,
I just know.
I sent a gentleman named Jim Shuley up there. He parked outside the fairgrounds and took him an hour to find his car after the races.
Yeah. Let's turn over to Doug Ballinger for the post-parade of race number 1.
Horses are on the track for the first race. The Dr. H.M. Parks Memorial for Charity 3-year-old pace, first division for $10,300, sponsored by Mapleview Ag. And these are the horses. Number 1 is Solid Rock, the driver, Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2, Loomis Sure Shot, driven by Jason Beatty. Number 3 is Scratch. Number 4, here's Corinthian, the driver, Cam McCallan. Number 5 is Fire the Dems with Duck Holiday. And number 6, it's Not Your Turn, Austin Henners in the sulky. In place.
Okay, so let's take a closer look. This is the Dr. H.M. Partial Stakes for 3-year-olds, first division, going for $10,300. Solid Rock changed the driver to Jeff Nicesonger for trainer Dan O'Mara and Marjorie Polhamus. Marjorie bred this colt and still owns. This is a pet rock out of a Field and Frisky mare, Awakening. 2 wins on the year. The last one, her last start was a win right here at Greenville last week in 57-3. Also had a win in the Buckeye Stallion Series up at Northfield in 54-1.
The 2 horses, Lil Miss Sure Shot, a 3-year-old filly, but Fear of the Dragon out of a Little Starstruck by Well Said. Steve Livingston is the trainer, Jason Beatty the driver. 1 win and 10 this season, also a second and a third. It's banked to nearly $11,000. Has a qualifying win at Miami Valley in 54-1. Last time out was right here at Greenville last week. Finished 4th, got beat 4 lengths, had the lead at the top of the stretch and got beat in the stretch. Last quarter 30-4, individually timed in 2 minutes and a fifth. The 2, Little Miss Sure Shot, Jason Beatty.
The 3 is a scratch. The 4, Here's Corinthian. Cam McCowan drives for his wife Jessica McCowan. It's a Down by the Seaside out of a Sports Rider mare, Rainbow Rider, owned by Here's the Stock, AAA Stable, and Susan Sullivan, who is from New Orleans, Louisiana. That's the first time I've seen an owner from Louisiana noted. 14 starts on the year, 1 win. Also had a win, that was in 56-1 at Marysville. Also had a qualifying win of 155 at Miami Valley.
5 horses fire the Dems. Todd Luther trains. Ken Holliday drives. 7 of 15 with 3 seconds. 154-1 at Scioto Downs. This is a 3-year-old gelding, but Catch the Fire out of Brianna Hanover by Well Said. Fire the Dems in the last effort. That was at Salina way back on August the 17th. Finished 5th, got beat 13.5 lengths, came home in 30-2, individually timed 158-3. But that was off of a 5-race win scheme. So the big question, what will we get tonight from Fire the Dems?
And It's Nacho Turn. Austin Hanners drives for Todd Luther and Greg Luther. It's a summa cum laude filly out of a Rock and Roll Heaven mare, Nacho Mama Blue Chip. A $30,000 purchase as a yearling at the Ohio Selected Sale. 5 wins on the year, 8 wins last year, so 13 wins lifetime. Last win was at Xenia, also Eaton and Sydney.
You know, I mentioned horses' names that I hate. I love this one. It's Nacho Turn. Nacho, N-A-C-H-O, rather than It's Not Your Turn.
Well, Mama's name was Nacho Mama.
To the first division for $10,300, sponsored by Mapleview Ag. You're all in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, and here they come. They're up and pacing. Solid Rock right to the front. Here's Corinthian, middle of the track. Comes out in second, up the inside. Little Miss Sure Shot third, racing fourth. It's Nacho Turn. The early treader, Fire the Dems. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Jeff Nicehunger and Solid Rock show the way. Here's Corinthian up on the outside for Cam McCowan. He wants the front end. Racing third is Little Miss Sure Shot. Racing fourth, it's Nacho Turn. Fifth into the turn, Fire the Dems. By the opening quarter. In 29 seconds around the turn. Straight alignment. Front to back, separated by 5 to 6 lengths and leading away. Here's Corinthian and Cam McCowan right there second. Solid Rock and Jeff Nicehunger. Little Miss Sure Shot. Jason Beatty third. It's Nacho Turn and Austin Hanners racing fourth, and Fire the Dems and Doc Holliday trail the field. First to move, Little Miss Sure Shot on the outside. And picking up the cover, it's Nacho Turn, 3 and 2 out. As they move by the half, here's Corinthian. Hasn't passed the half in 59-2. Up on the outside, Little Miss Sure Shot. Locked in, Solid Rock third. On the outside, it's Nacho Turn. Fire the Dems up the inside fifth. Down the backside, set to come 3 wide. It's Nacho Turn and Austin Hanners was fourth. Now third on the outside. They're into the far turn. Here's Corinthian, Solid Rock. It's Nacho Turn is 3 wide up the inside as they race around the turn. That is Little Miss Sure Shot. And the trader is Fire the Dems, and they're at 3/4 and 128-3. Front to back, you can throw a blanket over them. They're on their way home in a partial maturity, and they're all chasing. Here's Corinthian, Little Miss Sure Shot. The grandstand side, it's Nacho Turn, but on the line. Here's Corinthian, Cam McCowan, going to be very tight for second. Either the 6, it's Nacho Turn, or the 1, Solid Rock. In 156-2.
They were flying coming home. Last half in 57. Final quarter was in 27-4. Woo! That's motoring. Cam McGowan, Jessica McGowan. Here's Corinthian, second win. in 15 this season. Left from post 4 and dropped in second until he straightened out down the backside, and then Cam McGowan made the move and went wire to wire from there.
I was looking, the track record for 3-year-old Cole Pacers is 55-1.
Yeah.
So just a little bit.
The track records here are very fast.
Yes.
Charlie
absolutely.
May, who we'll see tomorrow night racing, set the track record on the pace of 150 in 2023 with Brett Miller. Also on that card, Brett Miller set the track record for trotters. Yo, Mister, 155. Jessica McCowan going to make her way to the winner's circle as well to greet her driver, who happens to be her husband.
Be interesting to know how Susan Sullivan from New Orleans, Louisiana, got involved in racing up here.
You went to the first race. The first division of the Dr. H.M. Partial Memorial for Charity for 3-year-old Pacers for $10,300, sponsored by Mapleview Ag, number 4. Here's Corinthian. 3-year-old Bay to center down by the seaside. The Sports Master Mare, Rainbow Rider, 7th career win for. Here's Corinthian. Here's the Stock Incorporated, Cyrus, Ohio. Triple Stable. Susan Sullivan. Jessica McCowan trains. Cam McCowan in the Saki. 156-2. Final half 57 seconds. 420, 260, 210 for the winner. 461 try. Exacta 4 and 6, $19. Number 1, Solid Rock 3. 2 Little Miss Sure Shot 4. The 3 was scratched 4. Here's Corinthian, the winner. Number 5, Fire the Dems 5. 6, It's Not Your Turn 2. 156-2. 29, 59-2. 128-3. 3-4 scratch. 1-5, 2 on the bottom. 461 try. 63-20. 4-6 Quinella, $17.20. Second race, win place show, Quinella Exacta trifecta. Number 1, Rockin' Airway, will be driven by Luke Hanners. Luke Hanners, the 1. 3 L Woods, Jeff Neisunger. Jeff Neisunger, the 3 L Woods.
Second race coming up. A non-winners $3,000 of the last 4 starts. Winners over $50,000 and 26 are not eligible. First division going for $800. A field of 6. Luke Hanners will drive the 1. Jeff Neisunger on the 3. We'll be back at the Great Cartayani Fair with more harness racing after this message.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2026 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Back here at the Darke County Fair in Greenville, Ohio, a conditioned event. And Darke County, one of the few county fair race programs that have races for just county owners and trainers, conditioned races and such. And they've done that the entire time of the racing program here at Greenville, to give all the horsemen an opportunity on the racetrack to race during the county fair.
Yeah, we even see people coming over because we're so close to Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
We get a lot of people coming over from there, too. So it's...
Yeah, you'll see a number. Well, we got Peter Wren.
Yeah.
He's here tonight driving a couple horses. Susan tells us we've got the forecast for possibility of rain.
Yeah, but not till around 9 o'clock. So we'll see. We'll be darn near done, won't we?
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Not quite.
But you know, the weathermen are not always correct.
Yeah. And don't forget, even though post time tonight was 7 o'clock, post time tomorrow night is 6:30.
Okay.
No change in the post time tomorrow night, 6:30. I think it's a 12 race card tomorrow night.
Another great card, too.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's some really nice horses in those big. Oh, there. Now I'm finally getting something. We've been having trouble getting online to see the chats, hoping all our chat group is here tonight. There's the same bunch of people that are on every night. It's really nice. Except that's still not showing up. I was at the Blooded Horse sale today. They sold, I think it was 260 some horses. So quite a few, 170 yearlings, and then some brood mares and race horses and so forth. So it was a pretty...
Do you hear any results of the sale as far as how much is?
I'm sitting right there, and I wasn't really paying attention to that. I get people coming in to pay for their mare registrations and everything, and I was not paying. I didn't hear any gasps, so I don't think there was any huge prices. But a lot of nice looking horses, people going home, you know, taking those babies home. And
of course, the big one's coming up prior to Jug Week.
Yeah, yeah.
What do they call that, Buckeye Classic? Or
that's the select sale.
Select sale?
Yeah, yeah. And then there is that, or the select jug sale, and then there is that Buckeye Classic, and there's a big sale in December too up at Mount Hope. So there's lots of horse sales.
That Mount Hope sale can be unbelievable at times.
Yeah.
I think one last year go for 800,000 or something like that.
2 years ago, Allegiant.
Yeah.
Yeah, 900,000.
Oh, 950,000.
Yes. Yeah, it was so close.
I didn't realize it was Allegiant.
Yeah.
Because we did 20 questions in this month's issue with Vernon Beachy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He still says he watches every race.
Really?
She does, even over in Europe.
Well, what didn't she win the Prix de Marique?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that takes something to do that, because that's such a unusual.
It changed his entire operation, because his partner then built, with that money, the training center that they now have up around New Philadelphia. So they put it right back there, and thanks to Allegiant. They should name it Allegiant Acres.
They should. That would be a good idea. That article will be coming out. Everybody watch your mailboxes, because you should be getting that issue pretty soon.
Pennsylvania gets the last issues. It's always 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I called in one day, and they said, we mailed it like 12 days ago or something. Sure enough, I got it in about 2 days after that.
Well, and they do go bulk.
Yeah.
So I know that they're kind of the last, down at the bottom of the mailman's pouch.
Yeah, I won't get started on the postal service.
Horses are on the track. Second race, condition pace, sponsored by Greenville National Bank. These are the horses. Number 1, Rockin' Airway, the driver, Luke Anders. Number 2, Field Trip with Doc Holliday. Number 3 is El Woods, Jeff Nicesonger drives. Number 4, Dancing Sancho, the driver, Austin enters. Luke Ebersol drives the 5, Valley Star. And number 6, I Shot the Sheriff, Pat Malloy Jr. in the sulky.
So as you said, these do have a couple of different conditions. Non-winners of 3,000 in the last 4, and winners over 50,000 in 2026 not eligible. So kind of trying to keep those horses in there.
The wild is the conditions non-winners of the last 4. The program shows how much they won in the last 5.
It does. It does. Rockin' Airway and change the driver on the 1 Rockin' Airway to Luke Hanners. Chris McGuire is the trainer. Adam Friedland, Brooklyn, New York, the owner. This is an 8-year-old gelding by Pet Rock. Has had 169 lifetime starts, 26 wins, $307,000 plus in earnings, and a mark as a 6-year-old, 151-3 at Scioto Downs, and 4 starts back, won a conditioned race at Lebanon in 159-4.
2 horses, Field Trip. Kenneth Hurst trains. Ken Holiday drives. 3-year-old gelding, Belather Up out of Liscarmore by Arts Place. A Butter Stable and Billy Talbert, the owners. 3 of 15 this season with 2/3, 153-2 at Miami Valley. Field Trip in the last effort had post 8 at Scioto. Trailed the field and finished 7th. Got beat 5 lengths, final quarter 28-3, 53-4 individually timed. This is the first start at a fair in at least the last 10 for Field Trip.
Ellie Woods changed the driver to Jeff Nicesonger for trainer Christopher Hope. This is Summa Cum Laude filly over a 3-year-old Summa Cum Laude filly out of an Art Major mare owned by Baker, Loy, Hope, and Briggs. 10 starts on the year, 2 wins. Those were 2 back-to-back wins, but they were back in early June. The Buckeye Claiming Series won a division of that in 52-3, and also a conditioned race at Hoosier Park in 54-4.
The 4 is Dancing Sancho, Chris McGuire's second horse in this field. Austin Hanners gets a call. A 7-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou at a Dance with the Best by Cam Best. 16 starts, a win and a second. That 1 win was at Northfield on a sloppy track, 156-1. Last effort was at Scioto, had post 4, went to the top, got a 2-hole trip, and finished second. Last quarter, 29-1, individually timed, 153-1. And the 4, Dancing Chancho.
And Valley Star and Luke Ebersol from the 5-hole for Tyler Cook. Tyler also the owner of this 4-year-old mare by Luck Be With You. She's just had 63 lifetime starts, 5 wins, 60,000 plus in earnings, a mark as a 3-year-old of 154-3 taken at Scioto.
6 horses, I Shot the Sheriff, GB, meaning Great Britain. Pat Malloy Jr. is the trainer and driver. 6-year-old gelding by Henry Hill. That's a horse that is from the States but stands in Ireland at some time. How to Come Closer by Arts Place. 2 of 17 this year with 4/3, 151-3 at Scioto. This is another horse that hasn't been racing at the fair, so some of these Scioto Downs horses trying to get a little money off their card to get a little cheaper when they go back to Scioto. Last start was 7th. Last quarter, 28-4, 152-2 individually timed. Field of 6, Luke Hanners on the 1, Jeff Nicesonger on the 3. The Pacers are approaching the starting gate, and we're about to go upstairs to.
Yeah, we are trying to get the program up, so I know people are still saying that we don't have the program. Kim has taken a look at that, so we're trying to get that for you.
Swings into the stretch, and Here they come. They're up and pacing, rocking their way right to the front. Dancing Sancho gonna take a tuck second. Field moves into the turn, racing third as they race around the turn. Field trip, jumping it off, rocking their way, and up on the outside. Dancing Sancho to the front end for Austin Henners, giving way second as Field trip. Across the backside, Elwood's races third. Racing fourth is Valley Star. Racing fifth, I Shot the Sheriff, and the Trader is rocking their way by the opening quarter as they race around the turn. Dancing Sancho shows the way, but 2.5. Racing second as they race around the turn. Field trip, opening panel in an even 30 and a fifth. Around the turn third, Elwood's racing fourth. Moving to the outside, I Shot the Sheriff. Racing fifth is Valley Star and rocking airway. Way back and see them all. On over to the half they come. 3.5 length lead for Dancing Sancho. Field trip second, third, I Shot the Sheriff. Elwood's fourth, fifth into the turn. Valley Star, rocking airway continues to trail the field. Off a half and 59 and 1. And Dancing Sancho, we take him up the backside, leading the field, but 3.5. Racing second is Field trip. I Shot the Sheriff on the outside third. Elwood's fourth. Valley Star fifth. Rockin' Airway trails the field. They're into the far turn as they step by 3/4. Dancing Sancho is still there, but I Shot the Sheriff is trying to reel him in the inside as they race around the turn. Field trip. That's the 3/4 in 1:28. Better than 1/8 of a mile to pace. Dancing Sancho, I Shot the Sheriff is second. Racing third, Field trip. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's Dancing Sancho. I Shot the Sheriff coming after that leader, but on the line, Dancing Sancho, Austin Henners to take the second. I Shot the Sheriff home second. Valley Star will finish third. $156, 3/5.
Last half, 57 and 2. Last quarter, 28 and 3. 56 and 3. And if you look at the horses' times in the last effort, looks like there's about a 3-second difference between Scioto and Greenville. And that just shows you the speed of this racetrack here in Greenville. Most county fairs, it could be 5, 6, 7 seconds.
Yeah, this is really a fast track. I think so many guys train here, so they keep it up really well.
Well, they got into that habit way back with Gene Riggle.
Oh, I suppose.
He trained here, and don't forget all the horses that trained here in their racing careers. Arts Place and so many other big-name horses.
I think you told me one time that he had so many horses that he wasn't just over in his barn. He was all over the...
this one other barn, it's been remodeled since, but I can remember he had a number of horses there. I think that barn only holds 8 or 10 horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chris McGuire had 2 horses in the race. Well, he had 1 horse in the race. The other one made a break and was way back.
Sancho, 7-year-old bay-gilded son of Sweet Lou. 16th career win. Johnny Stant, Greenville, Ohio. Robert Stant, Circleville own. Chris McGuire trains Austin Henners in the sulky. They see the mile 156 and 3. 840, 660, 320 for the winner. Trifecta is a consolation 4, 6, and any number. 4, 6 in all, 75.60. Checo's Tri tickets. 4, 6 Quinella, 24.60. Fours 28.60. 4, 6 exacta. 140.20. 140.20 on the exacta. There is wagering in the barn area at the top of the stretch. If you care to wager along the fence in the barn area. Number 1, Rockin' Airways 6. The 2 Field Trip 4. 3 Elwood's 5. 4 Dancing Sancho, the winner. Number 5 Valley Star 3 and 6. I Shot the Sheriff 2. 6, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2 on the bottom. Fractions of 30 and a fifth, 59 and 1 and 128. Third race coming up in 12 minutes. We'll play show Quinell Exacta Trifecta and Superfecta Wagering. Superfecta, the upcoming third race. Number 1, Tombstone, make the driver Cam McCowan. Cam McCowan will drive the 1, Tombstone. Number 3, Pierre Serenade, King Kaufman. King Kaufman, the 3, Pierre Serenade. The 7, Nothing But a Prince, make the driver Luke Hanners. Luke Hanners, the 7, Nothing But a Prince.
And the field of 8 in another conditioned event here at the Darke County Fair. Coming up in race 3, we'll be back with more in just a few moments.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Back at the Darke County Fair here in Greenville. As we said, this is another conditioned event. Tips for trotters. Non-winners of $3,000 in the last 4 starts. Winners over $50,000 in 26 are not eligible. Field of 8, Dan O'Mara's got 2 horses in this race, and he lacks good post positions. He got 6 and 8. Again, Cam McGowan drives the 1 Tombstone. Kane Kaufman on Pierre's Serenade. And Luke Hanners on Nothing But a Prince. What a year Luke Hanners is having. In the top 10 of all drivers in the nation. Number of wins. As you can see, what is listed he's a catch driver here, so that's not his numbers, but
yeah,
if he was down, it would show what he's done this year. And I want to say it's 280 something like that wins or something.
I'm sure he was.
I don't think he was on anybody.
Here, Luke Hanners, yeah, he was scheduled. He's scheduled, so he's got 1,874 starts, 316 wins.
316.
Wow. 276 seconds, 230 thirds. He is batting 291.
That's
pretty
good.
That's really good.
That's good. Everybody shoots for a 300 year, but for having the year he's having, and it's the first major year that he's had, 291, it's very acceptable.
Very good. We're still working on the program page. See if we can get that up, but even if Kim gets it up, it takes 15 minutes to cycle around until you can see it. So she's working on it, and we'll see what we can do.
Is that totally through OHHA, or is it tied into the USTA?
Well, we get it from the USTA, but then we have to put it into our database so that it can show up on our website.
Yeah.
So we get that from them.
Can be complicated.
Nice. It is. I don't even want to know some of that database stuff. I mean, we work with it all the time. I work with it daily, but it's the back end of that stuff is you got to be one of those wizards.
Well, if you want to, you need to work. I'll do all the horses.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, because.
Well, there's nothing I can do from
nothing
here.
you can do?
No,
Okay.
nothing I can do from here. It's just I got to. It cycle every 15 minutes. It updates. So if you put it in, and then you have to wait a little bit.
I worked with Kim last week. She was the associate judge at Rock Springs. I keep wanting to say Rock City.
Right.
I visited there when I was a child.
Oh, did you? Rock City?
In Tennessee.
Yeah, Kim worked for the Racing Commission for a while, so she's pretty good about all that stuff.
I also think I worked with her at the first fair she helped out last year, if I remember correctly, Mount Vernon.
Might have, yeah. She did does a couple every year. I think if anybody has any kind of interest at all, there are people that will mentor you.
In past years at the county fairs, the only real licensed judge was the presiding judge, but I guess the State Racing Commission put in the rules this year that the presiding judge had to have an official associate judge.
Oh,
in the past, the associate judges were just hand-picked by the speed superintendent or the fair boards. Same with timers and such. Jasmine Short. She's in
Warming up.
I think she's second in the point standings for Spring Haven. Of course, this race tonight, I don't think it's part of the Spring Haven series. Yes, it is. It is.
It is.
So I'll have to update my totals.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had it today at Hicksville or Woodsfield.
Yeah, we've got, you said Leslie Joyce is first. Jasmine Short is second. Christina Smith, fourth. Lori Davis, 10th. Christina Grubich is 15th. And Emma Wahlberg, 18th. Some of those down
in
there.
the top five, I remember who was in top five. Jennifer Main, I believe, is third, and Chrissy Johnson is fifth. And I also checked the top 8 they take at Delaware. Somebody outside of the top 5 or top 8, anybody outside of the top 8, even if they win, it'll not be enough points to get in the top 8.
Oh, really?
They'd have to have at least 2 wins.
2 wins.
It's funny what you do when you have spare time.
Spare time.
Horses are on the track for the third race. A condition trot sponsored by Wildcat Fence. A field of 8. Number 1 is Tombstone. The driver, Cam McCown. Number 2, no help needed. The driver is Alex Willem. Here's a 3, Pierre Serenade. The driver, King Coffin. Colton Noble driving number 4, Colassopol. The 5, Crescent Roll with driver Chad Clark. Number 6, Presumptuous. The driver, Luke Ebersol. Number 7, Nothing But a Prince with Luke Hanners. And number 8, Lightning Frenzy, Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky.
So we do score 6 here, so 7 and 8 will start from the second tier. From the rail, Tombstone changed the driver to Cam McCowan for trainer Brian Clemens. Brian also owns, this is a 6-year-old gelding by Southwind Frank. He's had 103 lifetime starts with 9 wins, $161,000 in earnings, a mark as a 5-year-old. So just last year took his lifetime mark, 155 flat at Scioto Downs. Shows a win very early in the year at Miami Valley in 156.
2 horses, no help needed. Jason Brewer trains. Alex Williams, the driver. A 5-year-old gelding by Help is on the way out of Flora. 0 for 9 this season. 4 of 64 lifetime, $68,000 career earnings. Set a mark last year of 58-2 or 58-4. Has a record of 56 as a 3-year-old. Last effort, 9th placed 8th at Scioto. Last quarter, 32-2. Came home, total time 159-1. No help needed.
Pierre Serenade changed the driver to Kane Kaufman for Theodore Gowron. Theodore also owns This is a mare by Uncle Peter out of a Striking Sabra mare, Striking Serenade. 7 starts on the year, has a second place finish, 2 starts back at Scioto Dam, where he trotted in 57 and 3. He's got $54,000 lifetime.
4-horse Kalispell, Colton Noble trains and drives. 3-year-old got him, but Gregory Pex out of Speedy Kim Mindale. 2 of 10 this year, also a second and 2/3. 7 of 17 lifetime. 2 minutes and 3/5 down in Woodstock, Virginia, earlier this year in the spring meet. Last effort of Northfield from post 1, finished 3rd. Final panel 30 and 1. Individually timed 56 and 4. The 4 Kalispell.
The 5 Crescent Roll, Chad Clark drives, Chad trains, and Chad owns, also along with Dustin Henson. This is a 4-year-old mare by Crescent Fashion. 9 starts this year, has not hit the winner's circle yet, but does have a second and a pair of thirds. Last 2 starts out, trotted in 59 and 59 and 3. Got 38,000 plus, almost 39,000 in earnings.
6 horses Presumptuous. Dan O'Mara trains. Luke Ebersole drives. 0-0-0 for 5. Won 2 of 13 last year, 2 of 18 lifetime. Has a mark of 2, 4, and 3 at Converse, Indiana last year. Last effort was in the free-for-all at Troy. Had post 4, got away 8th, finished 6th, beaten 26 lengths. Final panel 32 and 4, individually timed 2, 4, and 4.
Nothing But a Prince from the second tier in the 7-hole. Lou Canners drives for Jacob Baird. Dawn Snyder, the owner. A 5-year-old gelding by Nothing But Class. It's had 70 lifetime starts with 2 wins. The fastest of those was as a 4-year-old in 1:58 at Miami Valley.
I remember where Jacob Baird got his first win. It was at the matinee at Salina.
Oh.
3 or 4 years ago. Number 8 is Lightning Frenzy. Dan O'Mara's second horse in this field. Jeff Nisonger gets this call. 8-year-old gelding by Don't You Forget It. Stormy Valentine by American Winter. Boy, there was a trotter. 4 of 28 this year. 24,000, 155 and 1 at Scioto. Raced here at Greenville in the Signature Series last week. From post 3, got a 2-hole trip, finished 3rd. Last quarter, 30 and 2, was timed 59 and 4. Lightning Frenzy. Starter Mike Wilkenberg has called the horses to the gate for our 3rd of 10.
We got 2 horses in there that have had some long layoffs. They each have 4 months off. Tombstone has not started since April 23rd. And Crescent Roll has not started since April 30th. So both of those coming off of long layoffs.
Again, horses approaching the gate at this time. Speed of the starting gate right now is about 11, 12 mile an hour. Midway around the turn, it reaches a speed of about 17. Coming into the stretch, the speed of the gate is around 22, 23, and when Mike Wilkenberg says go, starting gate will be traveling at about 33 miles per hour.
The 6 Presumptuous. And they're off. Sent right to the front. Pierre Serenade is 3 wide into the turn along with Tombstone, and No Help Needed as it roots into the turn. Pierre Serenade jumps it off as well as No Help Needed, and that leaves Tombstone and Cam McCallan all alone on the front end. From the second tier, Nothing But a Prince up the inside second to running third. A Lightning Frenzy racing fourth. Killisipple racing fifth. Crescent Roll down the backside sixth. After the miscue, Pierre Serenade at the back. Presumptuous after that gate break trails the field. They trot by the quarter, and Tombstone has them there in 29 and 2. As they race around the turn, right there second is Nothing But a Prince as they pass the stand for the first time. Trotting third, Lightning Frenzy. Moving to the outside from fourth as they come under the line for the first time. The second tier begins to develop, and moving on the outside, Callissipo racing fifth along the pylons as Crescent Roll trotting sixth off stride. No Help Needed. Racing seventh is Pierre Serenade, and trailing the field eighth is Presumptuous. On to the 5/8 they trot with the lead. Tombstone off a half and 59 and 4 and up on the outside. Lightning Frenzy first up is second and on the leader's wheel. Nothing But a Prince is third. Caliciple moves to the outside fourth. Racing fifth, Crescent Roll. Racing sixth is No Help Needed. Trotting seventh, Presumptuous. As they race into the far turn, Pierre Serenade, they trot 3/4. 129 and 3. They're into the turn with a little better than an eighth of a mile to trot. Tombstone has the lead. Lightning Frenzy racing second. Racing third, Nothing But a Prince. Callispel on the outside. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's Tombstone inside the final 16. Tombstone, Lightning Frenzy. The outside, but on the line, Tombstone will give Cam McCown its second winner on the card. Lightning Frenzy second. Nothing But a Prince third, completing the Super the 4 Caliciple. The mile, 1:58 3/5.
Tombstone, Brian Clemens, Cam McGowan's second win on the card, his second win this week. I don't think he drove either Friday or Saturday. Jessica had a winner last night at Lima, but Cam chose to not drive for one reason or another. What was last night was what? Tuesday. Oh, they were racing at Scioto.
Probably right, yeah.
Of course, Scioto not racing on Wednesday nights in the month of August to make room for the Breeders' Crown in October.
In the latest edition of the Buckeye Harness Horsemen, there's your article we were talking about before about the 20 questions with Vernon Beachy. And there's a really nice article in there about the Breeders' Crown and all the things that they're doing to get ready for it. So, lots of work. Kim says, shout out to my little brother, John Weiss. So, presiding judge John Weiss, his sister always shouts out to him.
Shout out or happy birthday?
Nope, just a shout out.
Just a shout out.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to shout too loud because he's got good hearing.
Yeah.
6-year-old Bago to Senate, Southwind Frank, got the Gadabra mare. High Heels, 10th win for Tombstone. And Clemens trains in own. Cam McCown gets his second winning drive of the evening here at the Darke County Fair. It's responsible Wildcat Fence. Tom the Blanket Guy in the winner's circle with a presentation of the blanket. The winner 960, 1-8 all try, 17, 1-8-7-4 super. Give you that price momentarily. 1-8, 1 out of 10, 40, 1-8 exacta, 1160.
All right, here's top down. 1.
All 1760 on the trifecta consolation try. Here's where they finished the 1 Tombstone. The winner of the 2, No Help Needed, finished 6th place state for extended run. The 3, Pierre Serenade, finished 7th place 6th. The 4, Callisto 4, 5, Crescent Roll 5. 6, Presumptuous, finished 8th place 7th. The 7, Nothing But a Prince 3. Number 8, Lightning Frenzy 2, 158 and 3, 29 and 2, 59 and 4, and 129 and 3. 1, placed 8, placed 6, 4, 5, placed 7, 3, 2 on the bottom. 4th race in 12 minutes. Win place show, Quinella.
In that 4th race, Peter Wren makes a trip over from Hoosier Park to drive Legends Rule for Mike Sweeney. Field of 6, another partial event. This is for 3-year-old Colt Pacer's 2nd division, going for $10,300. 6-horse field, 2nd division, Dr. H.M. partial stake. Back with that one in just a few moments.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Back here in Delaware, Ohio for Dr. H.M. Partial Stake event. I'm going to tell it tonight. Might forget to do it tomorrow night. But Dr. Partial was very instrumental in the purchase by Delvin Miller of the stallion Adios.
Oh.
Delvin was not a rich man in those days, but Doc Partial at Indianapolis, I think it was. Well, no, that's part of the story. I'm not sure where it was. Partial told him, you ought to start a breeding farm and get this Adios as your stallion.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
going to be a good one. Adios turned out to be one of the best stallions in his day and still considered one of the top stallions sports ever had. Delvin had one problem. His wife, Mary Lib, didn't want to purchase the horse. Thought it was probably going to bring $20,000. I don't. We shouldn't spend that kind of money, Delvin. So they're at Indianapolis. Doc Partial was asked by Delvin, I'm going to make up an excuse not to go home and stay here for an extra day. I want you to drive my wife back to Meadowlands, Pennsylvania, and talk her in to allowing me to purchase Adios.
Oh my gosh.
Doc Partial accomplished Delvin's wish. Delvin went to the sale with $20,000. The bid, and he had the bid at, I think it was $19,500. Somebody bid $20,000. Delvin bid $20,100. He thought he could borrow $100 from somebody. George Swinebroad was the auctioneer. He hammered it down to Delvin at $21,000.
Oh.
Misunderstood the bid.
Yeah.
So Delvin had to come up with $1,000 to purchase Adios. And it worked out. It was the greatest $1,000 he ever had to borrow.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But Doc Partial, that was the type of a horseman he was. He not just driving or training and everything, but he's a great individual and knew the horseman well. Yeah.
He was a veterinarian?
I believe so.
And, okay.
I did not know him personally.
He, I was talking about this the other day in the speed office here, that if you're around this fair and you get a chance to go in that speed office, the photos, and I think those are his colors up on the wall, like a shadow box. It's pretty neat stuff in there.
Well, everything about that. And something special in this race for yours truly. This is the race in memory of Lowell Lehman. Lowell Lehman was the speed superintendent here at Greenville in the 60s and 70s. And when I started announcing, I think in 63 here at Greenville, he was the speed superintendent and became great friends over those years. And we just posted a picture on Facebook, it was in the last week or so, of the crew in the infield judges stand. And I think it was 1976, and Lowell was still the speed superintendent. I see his daughter here every year, and she asked me to come to the winner's circle tonight for the 4th, but I declined that opportunity because it'd take me too long to get there probably. But anyway, she's here tonight, and she'll be making the presentation the 4th. But Lowell Lehman, in his day, meant an awful lot to the great Darke County Fair and his leadership for the harness race program here in Greenville. As did a lot of people. We talked to Jim Beach the other night, and I'm sure we'll see Jim again tomorrow night being here. But it's people like that have made harness racing for the youngsters today. People that youngsters today have never heard of.
Never heard of. You're right. You're right. And I think that that's a very important thing that we have to do. We have to keep that history so that others can learn from it.
I also want to add on this, if John Weiss's sister called and gave us a shout out, I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but of all the presiding judges that I work with, I prefer John Weiss. I think he's a great presiding judge. I think he handles the Horsemen in a very fair manner and such. And as me as an announcer, I just thrilled to work with. Don't tell him I said that.
I will not tell him.
Don't tell him. Don't anybody tell him I said that.
His sister's probably texting him right now.
And he can do it all because he's filled in as a driver in the starting gate. He has started a few races and is in charge of the camel races at Hollywood Dayton.
Really? And I have heard him announce.
Really?
And he's pretty good.
Yeah, I have not heard that.
Yes. Yeah, so he can do it all.
I saw him at Dayton one night. I was working there, and I says, "Oh, what are you doing now? You driving the gate tonight?" "Oh, no, I'm in charge of the camel races." Sure enough, he was down on the track. So he can add that to his resume.
That's me.
I don't know if he's the assistant starter or what. Well, evidently, they haven't post-paraded, have
No,
they?
they're kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. We may be missing someone.
We got 5. That's all we got is 5.
Yeah, missing somebody to.
Let's see who's missing. We got 1. We got 5. Got 4. We got 3. It's either 2 or 6. Got them side by side. Don't think it's 2. It must be the 6 horse. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Just getting with the bunch. Carson Conrad. For Ryan Miller. Closest barn to the racetrack.
Yes, it is. Ryan Miller, who got in a little bit of trouble today because he went and bought another pacer. His wife said you were sent to buy a trotter, and he came home with a pacer. She said we already have 5.
He will shortly find out who rules the nest.
Horses on the track, 4th race. Partial maturity for 3-year-old Pacers, 2nd division. Making a memory of Lowell Lehman, $10,300. Number 1, Wagon Day, the driver King Kaufman. Number 2, Her Romeo with Jason Beatty. The 3, Legends Rule, the driver Peter Wren. Number 4, here's a Diamond Stud with Cam McCown. 5, Prolific Blend, Austin Henners drives. And number 6 is Twin Bee Malibu, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Win place.
So this race is all Ohio breds. A couple of them, we've got some Indiana breds in here, but this particular division of the partial is all Ohio breds. Wagon Day and Kane Kaufman from the rail for Mike Paul Hamas and Julie Farley. Julie's also the breeder. This is a Summa Cum Laude out of Western Spirit Mare, Western Mandy. Coming off of a 2-win streak right here at Greenville, won in 58 flat. and also at Troy in 56-3, which is a mark for this year.
2 horses, Her Romeo. Steve Livingston trains, Jason Beatty the driver. 3-year-old getting the lather up at a Melanie's Sharkette by Shark Gesture. 7 starts, 3/3. Those 3/3, though, however, are in the last 5 starts, so that's a good sign for this one. Last effort was here at Greenville last week. Had post 3, raced 5th, finished 3rd, beaten 12 3/4. Final panel 31, individually timed in 2 minutes 4/5.
Legends Rule changed the driver to Peter Wren for Mike Sweeney, Richard Moglin, and Randy Marriage, the owners. This is a bit of a legend in out of a J.K. Endman era mare. Was scratch sick last time at Napoleon, but before that was riding a 3-race win streak. One at Attica, Northfield, and another race at Northfield. Now there's a 2 at Northfield. The fastest that he's had this year is a 1:54 at Scioto Downs.
4 horses. Here's a Diamond Stud, Jessica McGowan, Cam McGowan. Cam's already got 2 wins on the card. A 3-year-old gelding, another one by Summa Cum Laude out of It's Perfect by Cam Luck. 3 of 14, has banked $21,000 this year, $48,000 lifetime. 153-4 at Northfield in the half-mile track. Shows 3 wins in the last 6 starts for Here's a Diamond Stud. Winner last time out, Salina, 56-1.
Prolific Blend with Austin Hanners from the 5-hole for the trainer Todd Luther, owner Greg Luther Racing. This is a down by the seaside colt out of an Always Be Mickey mare blend. 10 starts on the year, 2 wins. One of those was at Miami Valley in an early Sire Stakes win, going for $75,000. The other win was at Oak Grove, so this horse is dual eligible, can race in Kentucky and here in Ohio. Made $111,000 already this year as a mark, 151-2 at Miami Valley.
The 6 horses, Twin B Malibu. Ryan Miller trains, Carson Conrad drives. 7 of 19 this year, 5 seconds and a third. That's 13 of 19, first, second, or third. 53 flat at Scioto Downs. Look at those wins in the last 10 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the last 10 have been wins. So that means 0 for 9 to start the season. So horses can definitely turn around and get better as the year progresses. Raced here at Greenville last week. Got beat, however. Finished 4th, 2 minutes and a 5th. Final quarter 30-2. Rogers Law. They get into a pattern, and they like it. The pattern says Twin B Malibu, every other.
Every other. You're right. And this is the only filly in the field.
Yeah,
so
that makes it
nice
tough.
To see. Yeah, it makes it tough, and having the 6-hole, but we will.
Now, if it was trotters, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll take a filly trotter over a colt trotter, but not in the pacing side.
The stretch, and here they come. Rough and pacing, Prolific Blend grabs the track on the outside, 3 wide. Wagon Day on the inside as they move into the opening turn. Legend Blue comes out in 3rd. Off stride is Her Romeo as they race across the backside. Here's a Diamond Stud, comes out in 4th, and Twin B Malibu trails the field down the backside, going to the opening quarter. On top, Prolific Blend, the leader by a length. Right there, second is Wagon Day, racing 3rd. Legend Blue, racing 4th. Here's a Diamond Stud, racing 5th as they race around the turn. Twin B Malibu and trailing the field, Her Romeo. Opening quarter, 28-3. Into the lane first time, come to the halfway point. Austin Hanners, Prolific Blend, show the way. As they pass the stand for the first time, there's no movement as yet to go after that leader. Wagon Day takes the 2-hole trip. Legends Blue 3rd, racing 4th. Here's a Diamond Stud. Twin B Malibu is 5th, and Her Romeo trails the field at the half in 57-4. Into the turn to the 5/8 they go. Prolific Blend will guide him to the backside. Right there, second. Wagon Day out and on the move to the outside. Here comes Cam McCowan, and here's a Diamond Stud buried to the inside. Legend Blue Racing fifth, Twin Big Malibu, and her Romeo continues to trail the field. They're into the far turn with the lead as they race around the turn. Prolific Blend up on the outside. Here's a Diamond Stud. 3/4, 127-2. They come to the top of the stretch. Prolific Blend has led them every step. Right there, second, Wagon Day. Diamond Stud on the outside. Third, they're off the turn. They're on their way home. Prolific Blend coming to the line. Prolific Blend. Austin Henders gets his second winner on the card. Wagon Day home second. Going to be tight for third, either of the four. Here's a Diamond Stud or number 3, Legends Rule. 154-2.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
54-2. Woo.
That's
Prolific Blend has a record of 51-2. You notice the
new
Doug
track
Luther
record.
horses, most of them have the name Prolific on them,
Yeah.
which is the name of their farm and their breeding operation and such. And if they breed a horse, it'll have Prolific. If they buy a horse before they start racing, because I was at Delaware one year for qualifiers, he bought this horse before the qualifier so he could name the horse Prolific.
Oh, gosh.
I think that was Prolific Fire, if I
Right.
remember. Turned out to be a good one. But he said, I want to buy this, bought it from Jennifer Brown. He says, I want to buy this one before the qualifying
Before the
line because I want to change the name.
Yeah. I believe that's a new track record.
2-year-old
I
Payson.
3-year-old
Three-year-old?
Colt Pacers. I have Rose Run exiled for 55-1, but
Yeah,
we
that
will
would
see.
be. I mean, your records are accurate, aren't they?
I hope so.
I'll bet money on them. It's been a great combination. Todd Luther and Austin Hanners.
It's the second division of the 3-year-old pace. The Dr. H.M. Parchman Moa Futurity. Number 5, Prolific Blend. Real big out of some down by the seaside, out of the always be Mickey mare. Fourth win in 20 tries. Greg Luther Racing, Black Lick, Ohio. Todd Luther trains. Austin Henders gets his second winning drive of the evening. Prolific Blend, pacing a mile. 154, 2/5. This race in memory of Lowell Lehman for many years. Lowell Lehman made his speed department click back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. The winner, 320. 514 try 1920. 5143 Super $19.50. Wagon Day 2, her Romeo 6. Legends Rule 4. Here's a Diamond Stud 3. Prolific Blend the winner. Twin B Malibu 5. 154, 2/5. 28-3, 57-4, 127-2. 264, 315 on the bottom.
Well, they didn't mention anything about a new track record, so maybe my records are.
No.
Maybe I'm missing.
Folks, I would bet money that you are correct. I don't know that Doug has a list of track records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to say it until we're proven wrong.
Yeah.
Track record for 3-year-old Pacers, 54-2. Well, 5th race coming up. Another conditioned race, as we said. They like to write here at Greenville. Winners of 1,000 and 26, who are non-winners 10,000 and 26. Got to win 1,000, but you can't win over 10,000 to be in this one. Back with the 5th in a moment.
My heart The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Back here at Darke County Fair in Greenville. Winners of 1,026 who are non-winners of 10,026. First division, field of 6. Let's see. Looks like the lowest money winner just gets into the race. Just I did at $1,068. The highest money winner this year is the 6 horse, Come On Max, $8,820. Joining us in the booth. Now, don't get bashful on me.
I probably will.
Lowell Lehman's daughter, Karen.
We go back a long time, don't we?
We sure do. Into the 60s. I remember the last time I saw you before up here at Greenville was at Delaware, Ohio. You and Lowell were standing along the fence.
Yep, we always had seats right along the fence. Yep, yep.
You know what Lowell Lehman means to me.
I know, I know.
And I wish I could have gone the winner's circle with you, but I couldn't.
I understand that. Yeah, I started helping my dad with the horses when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And helping him with the fair, and I love the fair, and I love the harness racing.
Your dad was extra special, not just as a speed superintendent, but as a father and family man and everything.
He was. He was the best.
Did he ever own horses?
He did, but I was really young, and he was in partnership with a couple of horses. One did race in the HM Partial Memorial Futurity, and we lived on a dairy farm, and at that time my dad had gotten kicked by a cow, had a blood clot in his leg, and he said, I don't care. My horse is racing in the partial, and I'm going.
Yeah. What year would that have been, roughly? Because it seems like I remember something about him telling me he got kicked by a cow.
Yeah. It would have been in the 60s, but I can't tell
He's
you.
early on.
Early in the 60s, yes.
Your dad was really responsible, I felt, getting Greenville on the map as far as the speed committee and the races they have here and such like that. He lived it 24 hours a day.
He did. He spent a lot of time at the fairgrounds.
I'm teared up already.
Oh.
I can't help it. I
know you're emotional.
So many great memories and stuff like that. And I look forward to seeing you each year when I come up here. And if many ways near you at Delaware, be sure you hit. Do you still go to Joe?
Absolutely, absolutely. Usually go over on Wednesday, stay over and watch all the races on Jug Day.
Well, come into the log cabin early.
Okay.
Wednesday or Thursday. I'd like to see you.
Okay, I will.
Karen, thanks for stopping up.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being the daughter of Lowell Lehman.
It was a privilege.
Coming up, race number 5. Halfway part of our racing broadcast here today.
I'll see you soon.
Pacers at 1 mile. Purse $800. Horses, let's see how many we got out right now. We got 6, so they'll be post-parading momentarily as they head to the starting gate after the post-parade. It's funny how you circle so many people in a career, being how important they are. You got to remember, when I started here announcing, I was only 20 years old. What did I know?
The 4 Union Station with Jeff Nicesonger. Number 5, Yes I Did, Luke Ebersol. 6, Come On Max, King Kaufman in the sulky. This race sponsored by State Farm Insurance, Jim Greenville agent, Win Place Show. Well, now it's Jack.
Field of 6. Pacers at 1 mile in this conditioned event. The 1 horse is Western Ready. Scott Ferguson is the trainer, a former youth driving awardee. Conley Newberry is the driver, who's now all of 24 years, so that's about 5 or 6 years ago. 0 for 25, does have 5 thirds this year. Last effort, he finished 3rd in basically the same type of a race last week here at Greenville, timed in 1:58 with the final quarter in 30 seconds.
Bourbon on the Rocks, Jason Beatty drives for Steve Livingston. This is a 4-year-old by Pet Rock. Steve Livingston and George Haldeman, the owners, said 16 starts on the year, 1 second-place finish, and that was last week right here at Greenville. As you said, in that same kind of condition race, winners of at least $1,000, but less than 10, and finished second in that race. Was timed in 59-3.
Memory serves me correctly, there was 2 divisions of that race, and 1 was in one division, 2 was in the other. The 3 is Stacy. Oh, how do you want to say?
Stacy Booming Away. Booming Away.
Booming away. Booming away. Who knows? Leslie Joyce. Alex Willems, 12 starts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. 3rd last time out. Also was in one of those divisions. 2 minutes, final quarter, 29-2, finishing 3rd.
Union Station, Jeff Nicesonger drives for Jacob Beard. Jacob also owns this horse. He's a 10-year-old by Some Beach Somewhere. 12 starts on the year, 2 wins. Most recent win was at Northfield Park in the Nownwers of 1500 last 4 in 55-4. And that is his mark for this year.
The 5 horse, Yes I Did. Brian Jones, the trainer. Luke Ebersol drives, has a 2nd and 3 thirds in 12 starts. Raced in the Invitational last week. Ooh, what a drop in class for Yes I Did. Finished 2nd in that Invitational. Paced in 59-4, final quarter 29-2.
And from the outside, the 6-hole Come On Max, King Kaufman drives for Dan O'Mara and Scarlet Stables. Scarlet Stables are also the breeders of this gelding. He's by Riggins. He's 6 years old, has had 117 lifetime starts with 7 wins, hitting really close to that $100,000 mark, a little over $97,000. Has a 4-year-old mark of 152-1 taken at Hoosier Park.
I would say 1, 2, and 3 are in the same class. 4, 5, and 6 are down in class. So we'll see how that fares in this one as the 6 Pacers are moving in behind the Wilkenberg starting gate.
Rolling behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing. Bourbon on the Rocks steps right out to the front. Western Ready on the inside. Stacy Booming Away comes out in 3rd as the field moves into the turn. Taking attack, Union Station 4th. Yes I Did is 5th. And Come On Max will be the early trailer as they race across the backside for the first time. Western Ready, Conley Newberry show the way. But here comes Bourbon on the Rocks up on the outside. Now 2nd. Stacy Booming Away 3rd. Union Station 4th. Yes, I did. Fifth. Come on, Max. Trails the field. Straight alignment by the opening quarter. At the opening quarter and even 29 seconds. Around the turn, Bourbon on the Rocks, the leader. Western Ready next. Stacy booming away. Union Station, yes, I did. And come on, Max. Into the lane first time. Coming on over to the halfway point. The leader, Bourbon on the Rocks by a length. The outer flow begins to develop, and on the outside, here comes Union Station. First up, buried third, Western Ready. Fourth on the outside. Come on, Max. 3 in, 3 out. Stacy booming away as they race around the turn. Yes, I did. Trails the field. 58 and 3 as they race across the backside for the final time. Bourbon on the Rocks, the leader by a neck on the outside. Union Station is second. Western Ready is third. Fourth on the outside. Come on, Max. Racing fifth, Stacy booming away, and yes, I did. Trails the field around the far turn. Bourbon on the Rocks there by a neck. On the outside, Union Station 3 wide. Stacy booming away with a little better than an eighth of a mile to pace. 127 and 3 as they come to the top of the stretch. Bourbon on the Rocks, the leader on the outside. Come on, Max. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Come on, Max, on the outside with every stride. Up the inside as they come to the line, but on the line it will be Bourbon on the Rocks scooting up the inside. Western Ready home third. Come on, Max. 157 and 2.
Bourbon on the Rocks, 157 and 2, giving Jason Beatty his 6th win of the meet. He had one meet on day one, one win on day one on Friday night, and 4 on Saturday. So this adds, now he's got 6, so that he is leading all drivers here at Greenville. Look like Western Ready kind of snuck up the rail there on him. 216 unofficial. Milan 57 and 2. Roger has gone up to start calling. He'll call the 6th through the last race of the day. Doug Ballinger will be down here in just a little bit. Join us on set. Got people running from the barn area to get in. The golf cart's full, so they no room for everybody, so some of them have got to run. Steve Livingston, the trainer, and Steve also co-owns this horse along with George Halderman from New Paris, Ohio.
Here's your one of the 5th race, condition-based, number 2, Bourbon on the Rocks. We're up, go to the Senate Pet Rock. Go to the well-said mare, Little Starstruck. 5th win with Steve Livingston. George Halderman, New Paris, Ohio. Steve Livingston trained. Jason Beatty in the Socky. 157 and 2. This race sponsored by State Farm Insurance, Jim Gable agent. $9.80, $4, $2.40. 2-1 exact to $14.40. 216 try, 107.80. Put on a 17.20. Number 1, Western Ready, 2, the 2, Bourbon on the Rocks, the winner. 3, Stacy booming away, 4, the 4, Union Station, 5. 5, yes, I did, 6, come on, Max, 3. 29, 58, and 3, 127, and 3, 157, and 2. 2, 1, 4, 5, 6, 3 on the bottom. 6th race coming up. Win place show, Quinella Exacta. Trifecta, Superfecta, Lori Davis to drive the 2, Rock the Dragon, bring them on for the 6.
So 6th race coming up is that Annie Oakley Shootout, part of the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, and we've got 6 in it, so they will all be on the gate, and we will be back after a little bit to talk about these 6.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2026 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
We're back. It is starting to rain. Kind of hard. Everybody is leaving the front row seats, the box seat that's in front of us. Do we have to cover anything up? Not yet. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll have to move the equipment a little bit, and this is always a problem when we are at a fair, of course. Wasn't supposed to start until 9.
I think at 9 it is really going to rain.
Oh, okay.
This is a little warm up for the big show.
Yeah,
There's a large red cluster heading this way.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of at the edge of the grandstand roof. Probably, I don't know, a foot in front of us. It's raining pretty good right there, but when we saw Brad Conrad put his coat on, we knew that it must be coming, because Brad's like an indicator of whether it's going to be raining or not. He's got to cover up his equipment, so he keeps his equipment underneath his coat so that stays warm, or stays dry, I should say. Roger's going to be pushing them along now, I think. I want to thank everybody for watching. We've got a nice group of people watching here. Jay Wolf just sent us a picture of that big red cell. Doesn't look good, no. But the good thing is this track, I believe, can take water. So I don't think that that would happen right away. Tim said, Roger doesn't want to get wet, huh? I said, no, he was scheduled to go up at this time anyway. I mentioned before that I was at the blooded horse sale today. A lot of horses went through that sale. I didn't hear any results, but interesting thing happened. A gentleman came by with a folder full of old programs, and I mean very old programs from 1926. Findlay, Ohio, London, Madison County. There was quite a few different ones. They're really neat, and especially if you just look at the ads. There were ads next to them, and you could buy a car for $1,395 back then. So it was pretty neat. I looked up what they were racing for $1,000 purses at that time, $1,000, $1,500, and $1,000 back then in 1926 is worth almost $20,000 now. So the difference in the purses, pretty pretty neat stuff. And they were all marked, so there was, most of them, they had room for 4 heats. Most of the races that I saw that were marked were 3 heats. I think that they had to win at least 2 heats maybe to win the whole thing. So it was, they're really interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And we've still got a couple horses out here warming up. We're gonna, seems like it's kind of stopped a little bit now. But as you said, that big red cell is coming. Dana asked about the fair championships. I can tell you when and where they are going to be. I think they are going to be at Northfield Park. And they are going to be on October 10th at Northfield Park, the Ohio Fair Championship. So here's the post parade for the 6th.
Shootout. Part of the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, sponsored by the Daughters of the American Revolution. These are the horses. Number 1, You're My Obsession, Christina Grubich. Number 2, Rock the Dragon, Lori Davis. Number 3, Tex Rider, Jasmine Short. The 4, Fear the Image, Christina Smith. The 5, Sure Speedy Sharp, Emma Wahlberg. And number 6, She Caught the Katie, Leslie Joyce in the sulky. Horse.
Okay, so we'll take a closer look at the horses and drivers in this race. As this is the Annie Oakley shootout, so the not only going for the purse that is involved in this race, but going for the points. So You're My Obsession, Christina Grubich. This is a 7-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou, trained by Trent Stoller. This horse has just had 10 starts this year. Did not start as a last year in 2025, so it looks like he took some time off, but has had 10 starts this year and 3 wins. The most recent win was at Lexington, Kentucky, in a non-winners of 1,500 last 4. Won that in 153 flat.
Susan, the 2 is Rock the Dragon. Lori Davis will pick up the drive, a winner 13 times in her career, $160,000, 152 at Sauda Downs last year.
Tex Rider, Jasmine Short drives. Jasmine is sitting second in the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series points. Randy Tharp's the trainer. This is a 6-year-old by Heston Blue Chip. He's had 98 lifetime starts, so this is the 99th start. Has had almost $74,000 lifetime. A mark as a 4-year-old of 52-2.
Number 4, Fear the Image, Christina Smith. Randy Smith trains. Jessica Smith, Xenia, Ohio owns. The 5-year-old bay goat, son of Fear the Dragon. Out of the Rockin' Image mare. BB's Rockin'. Winner 10 times, $188,000, 151 at Sauda Downs.
And from the 5-hole, Shares Speedy Shark, Emma Wahlberg up for trainer Steve Livingston. This is a 10-year-old by Shady Shark Hanover. 1 win on the year, and that was the last start right here at Greenville in 59-3.
Number 6, She Caught the Katie, Leslie Joyce for Tyler Tint. Shirley Robinson owns Miamisburg, Ohio. 9-year-old brown mare by Apache Hanover, a winner 28 times in her career. $217,000, 151-3 at Hoosier Park about 4 years ago.
So Leslie Joyce is sitting first in the ladies series. Christina Smith, or Jasmine Short is second. Christina Smith is fourth. Lori Davis 10th. And Christina Grubich is 15th. And then Emma Wahlberg 18th. So we've got...
and the rain is here.
The rain is here. Dana asked about any fair consolations. We don't have fair consolations programmed or scheduled for the fair championship, but Northfield Park always writes some.
They usually write, they have been the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's, I think if you want to enter pretty much, isn't it? I think that's the way it might be.
Yeah.
It's really not, I don't know if it's for points or not, or if they.
Right, I don't know how he does that. I think he maybe takes the next bunch, and does that. But sometimes he'll even have a third consolation. So it's always really nice. And one thing I always tell people is, especially on these fair finals, enter. Just enter, because you never know how many in those top 10 or even in the top 15 are not going to put in. So they wanted to quit early, or especially the 2-year-olds. Some of them are done by that time of the year.
Sire Stake Final will be coming up. I believe that's September 12th. You're talking probably 3 weeks from Saturday?
Yes. Yeah.
Or 2 weeks from Saturday.
2 weeks from Saturday, yeah.
Probably 2 weeks from Saturday.
Not really 100% ready for that. We're trying to have a nice big celebration because it's the 50th. And so we're going to have really special things that night. We're going to have a lot of giveaways. It's going to be a fun night. A lot of remembering about past Sawyer Stakes. Looks like the horses are behind the gate, so let's turn it over to Roger Houston.
Behind the Wilkenberg gate, the gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. You're My Obsession on the inside. Rock the Dragon is there second. 3 wide into the turn. It's Tex Ryder. Tex Ryder and Jasmine Short up on the outside to take the lead. Rock the Dragon is now second, racing third. You're My Obsession. Down the backside they go. Fourth is Sheer Speedy Sharp, racing fifth. Going to the first quarter mark. It's She Caught the Katie. Trailing the field as the race over to the first quarter station. Opening quarter in 29-2. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field, it's Tex Ryder and Jasmine Short showing the way by a length. Right there, second is Rock the Dragon. You're My Obsession, racing to the inside third. Passing the stands first time. On the move on the outside, You're My Obsession, and Christina Grubich going after the leader. Racing fourth on the inside, Sure Speedy Shark. Moving to the outside, Christina Smith, Fear the Image. Trailing the field, She Caught the Katie. 4 in, 2 out at the half. 59, 29, and 3. Second panel. Down the back side they go. Continue to show the way. It's Tex Ryder with every stride. You're My Obsession closing in on the leader. Racing on the inside, looking for daylight is Rock the Dragon as they race over to the 3/4 mark. Sure Speedy Shark racing fourth. Fifth on the outside is Fear the Image. The trailer, She Caught the Katie. 3/4, 129. Third panel in 30 seconds flat. And here they all come with 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. You're into the stretch. Tex Ryder with the lead. The battle's up on the outside. Closing in is Rock the Dragon. On the inside, Tex Ryder. On the outside, Rock the Dragon.
Rock the Dragon and Lori Davis in that final stride got Jasmine Short, Arnold, and Tex Ryder, and 158 and 4.
Oh.
That was a horse race.
Yeah, absolutely. Tex Ryder, as we said, was a winner last start out in the Ladies Driving Series at Troy, but just came up a little short this time. Interesting that the horse has no hobbles and no overcheck either. It's unusual for a pacer nowadays not to have hobbles. I mean, everybody, you just put what they say their $100 insurance policy.
You used to see it some 35 years ago. Boy, not very often.
No.
Not very often at all.
I mean, if a horse just hates them, you
And
know.
it used to be probably 25 years ago when the trotting hobbles came out. Oh, these old, they said, well, they're crazy. That horse is going to fall down. Now everybody has trotting hobbles.
Yeah.
If it's a 6-horse field, probably 4 of them definitely got trotting hobbles.
Yeah, things really change. I can still remember when they first came out. I had a friend, and he just put pacing hobbles on diagonally. So they had a hobble on the front, left front, and right rear. You know, thought that was crazy too.
Shootout. Number 2, Rock the Dragon. Owned by Amberly Lockhart, Derek II. Pace a Woman, the winning trainer. Lori Davis in the sulky. 7-year-old gelding, Prepare the Dragon, and a Rockin' in Cash. Home a winner in 158, 4/5. Rock the Dragon. 2 in a row in Ohio. Results are official. Number 1, You're My Obsession, 3. The 2, Rock the Dragon, the winner. The 3, Tex Rider, 2. The 4, Fear the Image, 5. The 5, Sure Speedy Sharp, 4. The 6, Peacock the Katie, 6. Top down, 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, 6 on the bottom. The quarter, 29 and 2. The half, 59. 3/4, 129. The mile, 158, 4/5. 7th race, number 5. Can I Pilot All? Peter Wren driving the 5. Can I Pilot All?
So we were just talking about Super Night on the 12th, but we've got a great racing events coming up this Saturday at Scioto Downs. We're going to have Youth Night. They're going to have bounce houses, petting zoos, all sorts of stuff like that. You're even going to have a chance to name a foal, horseshoe decorating, and we're going to have a little Shetland pony there called Queenie, who travels around with a horse that's in the Sire Stakes. And one of our co-workers, Wes Mayberry, wrote a story about them called Something Special, and we've made that into a little book. So on Friday and Saturday night, Queenie's going to be there meeting people in the grandstands. So it's going to be there, and you can meet and Queenie will hoofograph your book for you. So and hopefully Wes is going to be there too to autograph the book. So we hope that everybody will come out.
Wes, he's a popular guy.
He did a heck of a job on that.
Yes, he did.
On that story. So it just was too good to
For
not do something
knowing
special.
Anything about harness racing. He's amazing.
He did. He has really grown. I mean, he's been with us, about a year and a half, I think it
Probably
is now.
so.
And, yeah, you're right. Came in with really not knowing much. He's been to a few races, but that was it. And he's getting the vernacular down. You know, he doesn't say run anymore. You know, all that kind of stuff that we like. So, yeah, he's doing a great job. And to win a Hervey Award is pretty special.
Yep.
So, okay, that is 6 in the books. 7th is coming up. It is another Doc Partial Memorial 3-year-old trot this time. So we'll be right back.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was Refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred Mixsale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
Okay, we are back. There's still some horses warming up. I still see a jog cart out there, so the horses are getting ready. We're going to try and squeeze in these races before the next sale comes.
Got about an hour's worth of racing here.
Yeah.
I don't. This rain is just something anymore. Has it been that way in the Columbus Grove City area?
Yeah.
I know that a week or so ago you had a bad storm in that area, right?
Yeah. Yep. I was out at my daughter's farm, and they have a creek that runs through, but it's there. The house and the barn are up high, and then it kind of goes down to the creek. And I have never seen that creek flood. I mean, it came out into the path. It was very within probably 30 feet of coming up in the barn, and it's never been up that high before. You could only see some of the fence posts up. It was up that high that it was even over the fence post. It was crazy. So.
You were talking about the activities Saturday at Soda.
Mm-hmm.
Friday is
charity night.
Charity night.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and the OHH sponsors 2 of those a year?
Yes. This one, and we did it, I think we did one at Miami Valley earlier this year. So next year we'll do Dayton and Northfield.
Okay.
We have 10 charities coming, and they are all paired up with a horse. And then depending where that horse finishes is how much money they will get. And the horse that wins, that charity will go home with $10,000. Yep. And 10, 5, and 3, and all the rest of them get at least 2. So you just come and you get take home $2,000. And for some of these charities, it is life-changing for them.
Yes.
You know, we used to do the bigger places like the zoo and the Red Cross and, you know, bigger things like that. But lately we've been doing sort of smaller charities, and it truly is a huge change in their, when they get $10,000 and maybe their budget for the whole year is only $30,000. Yep. You know, it really changes. And you're going to come and you're going to have a group, and you're going to tell them all about harness racing, and it's really fun.
Yes, it is. I'm going to work at this. I did one a year ago, I think, at Miami Valley in the spring. I'm going to be there. It's fun. Get a nice meal, and you have a table of probably 8. I think that's what we had before. And you explained to them about racing. I know the lady that I had at Miami Valley, she hit 2 exactas. Made like $300 or $400. Really didn't know what she was doing, she said, but.
And we get them in the starting gate, we get them to the paddock, and I think that's really something because they get to meet their horse.
Okay.
You know, their horse for the night. So it's a pretty.
I don't think at Miami Valley, the paddock was so
far away.
Friday night, I might take my table to the paddock to meet.
Yep.
Number 5.
We'll usually take them in groups. You know, we'll take like 3 or 4 groups together. And then they get down there, and a lot of times the drivers will talk to them, and that's a big thrill, too. So it's a nice way to get people introduced to harness racing that haven't ever enjoyed it before.
Bringing the post, 7th race, Dr. H.M. Partial Stake for 3-year-old trotters in memory of Mike Martin. Purse of $18,600. Number 1, Health and Beauty, the driver Mike Detweiler. Number 2, Mill Street Parker with Kane Kaufman. Number 3, Don't Tell Anyone, Kevin Detweiler. Number 4, Jefferson Hanover with Ken Holiday. And number 5, Can I Pilot All? Peter Wren in the sulky. Horse will take one score, go to the gate.
Okay, we'll take a closer look at this race. This is the 3-year-old trot. Dr. H.M. Partial Stakes going for $18,600 and only 5 in it, so everybody's going to get a check. Help and Beauty, this is an Indiana bred. Mike Dietweiler will be the driver, Leanda Schwartz the trainer, Mrs. Sandra Okerson the owner. This is a filly by Help is on the Way. It's had 16 starts this year, 3 wins. The most recent win was at Connorsville Fair in Indiana in 2, 8, and 4, but does have a mark of 2, 2, and 1 this year.
Number 2, Mill Street Parker, King Kaufman trains and drives. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by Creatine out of the Chapter 7 mare. Chaperone, 5 career wins. Had a win right here Saturday afternoon, Susan. 202 and 1, owned by Sandra Burnett and Paul Sunderhouse, Palm City, Florida. Jay Luttrell of New Paris, Kentucky. C. Goodrich of Ohio. The 2, Mill Street Parker and King Kaufman.
Don't Tell Anyone, Kevin Dietweiler is driving. I mean, you can tell everybody that Kevin is driving. This is another trainee by Leander Schwartz. This is a Don't Let 'Em gelding, owned by Black and White Stable from Milroy, Indiana. 17 for 19 on the board this year. 19 starts, 8 wins, 7 seconds. It's already made $41,000. Got a mark of 157 at Indianapolis, and that was his last start. Was in the Indiana State Fair Championship. Won that in 57 flat.
For Jefferson Hanover, Doc Holliday trains and drives for Greg Luther. 3-year-old bay gelding son of Ready for Money out of the Muscle Mass mare. Janderson, 6 wins and 16 tries, 35,156 and 1 at Scioto Downs.
And rounding out the field, Can I Pilot All? Peter Wren drives for Kerry Holman and Dwayne Holman. This is a filly by Pilot Discretion. 13 starts on the year, 6 wins. Those were over in the Indiana Fairs. Got 4 seconds and a third, 22,000 plus in earnings. Mark of 59 and 3 at an Indiana Fair. $36,000 lifetime. Let's turn it over to Roger for the call of the 7th.
The gates went. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Don't Tell Anyone goes to the lead. Mill Street Parker in the inside second. As they race around the turn, go on to the first gate. Settling in third as they race over to the 8th. That is Can I Pilot All? On the backside they go. Offside, Help and Beauty. Up on the outside. Now 4th and going on after the leaders. Down the backside they go. Going to the first quarter mark, and on top of the field and opening up about 5, make it 6 lengths. It's Don't Tell Anyone. Kevin Detweiler leading the way. Around the turn second is Mill Street Parker, opening quarter 30 2/5, racing third at the 3/8 mark. The end of the stretch first time, that's Can I Pilot All and Peter Wren. Coming to the halfway point, all in straight alignment, racing over to the half, racing fourth. The pass the stand the first time, coming to the outside, Ken Holiday, Jefferson Hanover, ready to field, Help and Beauty. They're halfway home. 1 minute, 3/5. On to the backside they go. Don't Tell Anyone now leads by 10 lengths and opening up with each and every stride. Racing second as they race down the backside. Go on to the 3/4 mark. That is Peter Wren. Can I Pilot All? They're at the 3/4. At least one horse is at the 3/4 mark. The 3/4 in 1:30 and 1, 29 and 3. Third panel around the final turn. Don't Tell Anyone is opened up now by 15 lengths. Racing second, Can I Pilot All? As they race into the lane, coming for the payoff. No doubt about this one. It has been a TKO at the half. It's all don't tell anyone. And I pilot all second, home third, Jefferson, Hanover, a mile. 2 minutes and a fifth.
So 2 minutes and a fifth. Don't tell anyone. Blew these other horses away. I'm not sure how many lengths he was in top, but there were times when I would say 15, 20 lengths on top. That's for sure. 3-5-4 unofficial. Don't tell anyone. Kevin Dietweiler. This we talked about earlier. This horse was 17 for 19 on the board this year. Last year had 6 wins. This year 8 wins. So now 9 wins, making 15 wins lifetime out of just 34 starts. So won at almost half of his starts.
Winner at the Indiana State Fair, I believe, in the State Fair Championship for $25,000, $157. Young Kevin Detweiler. Kevin Detweiler. We're going to have a delay here, I'm afraid. Here, yes. Oh, yes. But getting back real quick to Kevin Detweiler at Connorsville, Indiana, or somewhere about a month ago. 8 races, he won all 8.
Oh my
he won
gosh.
8 for 8.
He's only 18?
Only 18.
Wow.
Yes.
Leander
Schwartz, the trainer.
The winner of the Dr. H.M. Parsons State Trotters versus $18,600 in memory of Mike Martin. Number 3, Don't Tell Anyone. Owned by the Black and White Stable of Milroy, Indiana. Leander Schwartz, the trainer. Kevin Detweiler in the sulky. 3-year-old gelding by Don't Let 'Em. Out of Amanda Blue Chip by Chapter 7. 9th win and 20 starts this season. Coming home a winner in 2 minutes, 1/5, final half. 59-3, final quarter, 30 seconds flat. Leander Schwartz, Kevin Detweiler. Don't tell anyone. Results are official. Number 1, Health and Beauty, 5. The 2, Mill Street Parker, 4. The 3, Don't Tell Anyone, the winner. The 4, Jefferson Hanover, 3. The 5, Can I Pilot All, 2. Top down, 5, 4, 1, 3, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 30-2. The half, 1 minute 3. 3/4, 1:30-1. The mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. No horses on the track. No horses on the track.
So 7 races in the books, and it sounds like we're going to have a little bit of a delay. We've got 3 to go tonight, so I don't know if we're going to be able to squeeze them in
Are
or
we going to
not.
stay here, you think, or?
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got a few messages, and then we'll play a newsletter, maybe, and then and we'll jump right back in if we are on the track.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
This is Ohio Harness Update, a look at harness racing across the Buckeye State. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth.
Welcome to the latest edition of Ohio Harness Update. I'm Wes Mayberry. July was a busy month for harness racing at Ohio's county fairs, and the action at fair tracks across the state will continue to be plentiful throughout the coming months. With that in mind, we got some thoughts from those in the industry about what makes racing at Ohio's fairs so special. Later, we'll also highlight all the notable moments in the sport from July. But first, we'll introduce you to Amelia Smith. Having just celebrated her 16th birthday, the young horsewoman has big plans for her future in the sport.
I'm looking to get my driver's license this year, so hopefully driving, training, definitely owning even if I don't train them myself, definitely staying in it long term.
That's how Smith sees her future playing out. She's excited to take the next step in her harness racing journey and add to her family's legacy in the sport.
My family's always been involved in harness racing for generations before I even knew. My grandpa on my dad's side was a driver back in New England, and then my dad got into it when he was in his, I want to say his 20s. Then my sister, she's the outrider at Hoosier Park, Christina. My mom married my dad and married into it, and I've just kind of always been in it, so it's kind of just a big family business for us.
The Smith family lives in Xenia, Ohio, and has a stable at the Greene County Fairgrounds. For as long as she can remember, Amelia has helped her parents, Randy and Jessica, with responsibilities around the barn. Summers give her more free time to be involved, but she remains dedicated to her craft even throughout the school year.
Pretty much out here consistently, even after school, come out and wrap legs and stuff like that. When I first started, I would just do what I could, helping bathe, and I would scrape the lower parts of the horses after their baths, but I couldn't reach their backs, so Dad still had to help me. But now I'm out here jogging and training.
Her dad has been impressed with how far she has come in such a short time.
From a young child riding in my lap on the jog cart to getting to jog some of the more calm horses on her own, and then she got to train a few, and she's really developed, and I can trust her with most of the horses. I mean, there's obviously some that are a little headstrong that I'm not going to throw her out there behind and put her in a bad spot, but for the most part, she can handle most any of them.
It's not just her family who recognizes her potential. Earlier this year, the Bill Daly Foundation selected her as the recipient of financial assistance toward the purchase of her very own registered racing colors. The Bill Daly Foundation was created in memory of Ohio Harness Racing Hall of Famer James Bill Daly following his passing in 2018. The Racing Colors program honors his legacy of generosity by assisting drivers and trainers with purchasing registered racing colors, as his daughter Ashley explains.
Just kind of created off of a thought, and we didn't know how long it was going to continue, but we had such an outpouring of support immediately, and I was actually able to raise $10,000 within those first couple of weeks, and that has gone on to today. Well, we've had multiple now colors and helmets for the first time this year donated.
Racing colors are an essential requirement in the industry, but can pose a financial barrier for those who are just starting out. Having her first set of colors paid for is something Smith describes as an amazing blessing. In reviewing applications, Daly said Smith stood out.
I've always been impressed with her, and she's just a go-getter. One of my biggest things when we are looking at awarding those scholarships is longevity, and I know that she is going to have a very long, prosperous career in this industry.
Smith has been given full control of the design of her racing colors, which Daly says is a hallmark of the program.
I really want them to take the bull by the horns. I want this to be a learning experience for them as well. So I 100% cover the fees, but when it comes to being the main point of contact, choosing what they want their colors to look like, getting those registered with the USTA, and doing all their measurements, and Rizzy actually is somebody that they choose a lot to get their colors made by. They are 100% in charge. I make them do it. They learn the whole process, and then they actually just forward me the payment link, and it's taken care of.
When we talked with Amelia in June, she already had her design chosen.
They are going to be black, purple, gold, and with green trim. So just some green details, kind of stemming from my dad's green and gold, and my sister has green, purple, and gold. So we kind of have the same colors. My mom's got pink and green, so we'll always got the same colors in there.
Smith made her first career driving start on July 25th in the Terry Holden Youth Driving Series at the Fayette County Fair in Washington Courthouse. She finished in second place with Big Booty Rudy. She was the runner-up again 3 days later, this time with Fear the Image in the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series at the Union County Fair in Marysville, as her sister Christina took the win with Big Booty Rudy. Looking ahead, Randy Smith believes the sky's the limit for his daughter.
I think her future can be whatever she wants it to be. I mean, she's a smart kid and a pretty good head on her shoulders. And I think if this is what she wants to pursue, I think she can really be good at it.
We wish Amelia Smith the best of luck as she embarks on her driving career. Next, we turn to Ohio's fair racing circuit. With the 2026 fair season well underway, racing has returned to local tracks throughout the state. In the month of July alone, there were 30 race cards at 16 Ohio County fairs. With that in mind, we caught up with horsemen and women to learn more about what makes Ohio's fair racing so special. During a trip to Ohio last year, Canadian owner and trainer Neil McInnes discovered just how robust fair racing is in the Buckeye State.
In the grassroots of racing, what I didn't realize was all the fair tracks down here that race. Ontario used to have some, but not near, well, at least not in my memory, not near the amount that that they have down here. And I'm so impressed with that, because if you have a stakes horse that might not be quite good enough for a Buckeye or good enough for Ohio Sires, you have a place to go. And that means a lot when you're trying to sort of recycle the industry and get people investing in young horses every year.
Held June through October, Ohio's fair races represent the grassroots level of the sport. Each of the state's 66 participating county and independent fairs is part of one of 4 racing circuits: the Ohio Fair Racing Conference, Ohio Colt Racing Association, Home Talent Colt Stakes, or Southern Valley Colt Circuit. From a driver's perspective, Carson Conrad knows what it's like to have success at these tracks.
This is Ohio Harness Update, a look at harness racing across the Buckeye State. Ohio Harness Update is brought to you by Matt Franklin, Wealth Advisor at Wire to Wire Wealth.
Welcome to the latest edition of Ohio Harness Update. I'm Wes Mayberry. July was a busy month for harness racing at Ohio's county fairs, and the action at fair tracks across the state will continue to be plentiful throughout the coming months. With that in mind, we got some thoughts from those in the industry about what makes racing at Ohio's fairs so special. Later, we'll also highlight all the notable moments in the sport from July. But first, we'll introduce you to Amelia Smith. Having just celebrated her 16th birthday, the young horsewoman has big plans for her future in the sport.
I'm looking to get my driver's license